How are you?
How are you, Ron?
Good.
Just keep going right across the top there. Yes. It's just basically reading me.
Sam, how are you?
Because I want to keep
You
track.
want to keep track of in attendance, that's all.
It's not the speaker.
My wife's got kids, we're going a little bit early because again, my husband was sick.
Did you ever get your balls?
Yeah, I did.
Because I get that long, I just put them away.
Yeah, and what I want to do is just rewrap the tree because trying to repair, forget about it. But you know, for the next event, we just signed a contract for a contract. That's what he is. You know Debbie? She was telling me that she's just the other day, I was there.
Okay, we'll begin our regular meeting of the Shandaken Planning Board, November 14th, with a pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Don Brewer,
Here.
Kathy Jordan. Here. Art Christie.
Here.
John Horn.
Here.
Joanne Howe.
Here.
Alan Shiner.
Here.
Clifford Buffo.
Here.
Okay, has everybody got their folders on the mailings that we've received?
Yes.
I have a letter from Rod Butterfuss, December 12th. And email from NQ and Phoenicia Neighbors, dated December 13th.
I don't see that.
You don't have that, John?
I got it last week or something.
You can come on down. And letter from Kathleen Flower, attorney to law, November, this is dated November 22nd. This must have been, am I missing anything else in the mail? Okay, has everybody had time to look over the minutes from the previous meetings?
Yeah.
Motion to accept those minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye. Okay, Mr. Sam Spada, has that come before the town board yet?
Well, we sent him a letter, yes.
Have you heard anything, Sam?
Yeah, Dennis Doyle, Rob Stanley communicated, and since Keith's appointment by the legislature expires December 2017, we're just going to roll effectively immediately. He's going to become alternate, I will become the primary, and then we'll go all the way through the end of next year, and then we'll need something to go to the legislature so they can vote on for the beginning of 2018. But I've been attending the meetings pretty much since August or September.
So, we have something from the town board relating to that, so that we have that in our records.
Yeah.
I can forward to Ann the email that I have.
All right. Okay, old business. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, so we have the, fourth is the only thing we have, business is the railroad. Okay, special permit, site plan review application. Do you have any new for us, Harry, from what we discussed last time?
I do.
And want to approach the board?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the planning board. At the workshop meeting, we requested an updated map, which I have 8 copies of. Maybe distribution here. Thanks. You're welcome. Basically, the revised map shows 2 sidings. These sidings are approximately 800 feet long. It also shows a truck loading area at the front end of the property. This is where we'll be staking frames and trucks to load the equipment to move it. And it also has this area along the back property line, which is a materials storage area. There's a lot of ties, rail, OTM, which is other truck maintenance equipment. So actually, within the cleanup of the yard, we have started to move materials and stack it up. Along with that, I have 3 pictures of not high resolution, but within the context of the flood zone development permit that we received, we've been cleaning up the yard. And you can see that this actually is the box car, which is right here. So it's looking this way. You can see that we've cleared it all out. All the flood debris is gone, and we've started to stack up the materials. These materials were on site. They've been there for as long as our equipment has, which is 30-some years.
The train is down there.
The equipment is on this siding and on the main. Now, Dayton's way equipment is up in this area.
What's the distance from the new siding to the old siding?
Approximately 12 feet to the center line.
Okay.
And the next thing the board asked for was the numbers of pieces of equipment. And, well, do you have both pages?
Yes.
You do have both? Okay, very good. It totaled up 826 feet total with the full-size equipment and the maintenance away equipment. I told the board at the workshop that the county had required us to remove the equipment by December 15th. My president, Tony Hunt, had a meeting with them, and they agreed to give us until the 15th of this month to come up with a schedule of removal of the equipment. At which point, it has to go back into further negotiations. But that letter of the equipment removal is here. other thing that I have to tell you is that they've also agreed to allow the storage of our full-size locomotive, which is number 407 on the ESRM side. And the ESRM has also agreed to that. That piece of equipment is 45 feet long, so there's more than enough room on the 800-foot side.
You could talk a little louder, I can't.
I'm a little under the weather, so, but I'll try and speak up.
I have a question, I'm looking at this map.
Mhm.
How wide is the county right of way?
It's on there. It varies because, you know, a lot of the right-of-way was 66 feet because they were anticipating double tracking at one point. But right there, there's a scale on the map, so you should be able to roughly estimate.
The other question, it looks like there's a spur, already a spur,
Correct.
that's half on your property and
Correct.
half on their property.
Correct.
So is it,
That was built before the property survey was actually done, probably 20 years ago.
so you can't really put anything on it?
Well, it is, right now.
Oh, okay. You're supposed to get off that. Well, why are they winning?
Well, I mean, all of the equipment is, you know,
It's somewhere.
intended to accommodate on the two sides. So yes, if in fact we can build a siding, we'll vacate that.
Now, this other outfit that's coming in,
Mm-hmm.
they are totally limited to the county property?
Correct.
Or are they gonna use the museum?
Well, yeah, then that's another project, that's not my project.
Okay, it's their one. And the big car barn belongs to the museum,
ESRM, yes,
so they have equipment too,
yes,
but it's on their property.
yes. It's been a long battle of confusion, I'm sure Warren can attest to that.
And it looks like the only way into it is from
The
this
only way
end,
into
the barn.
is from their property and their sides.
But it doesn't come this way from Kingston, it's coming, it would have to come in from
Correct.
the Phoenicia end.
Correct. The SRM has an agreement with the county to maintain a switch off of their main so that the museum can move equipment into their siding and into their car barn. But once again, it has no bearing on the site plan, other than the fact that they have agreed to allow us to store the 407 there. 407 is a 100-ton piece of equipment, and it will be a part of STU. That schedule is also contingent on weather. We're soliciting contractors to make moves, so depending on what contractor availability is, and also permits.
Harry, are you saying that these moves can't be made from the rails? It has to be made from another location?
Yeah, everything has to be trucked.
I see, so we have to have someplace where they could come in and get it and,
Right here.
okay.
Yep. And this track right here will be at grade. We will actually cover it with stone so that the trucks, the logos can back right up over.
Okay.
There's a certain number of equipment that can be rolled right onto trucks that have rails
Right.
mounted on flatbeds, and you can just roll right up on it.
And all this equipment will fill these two sides.
Correct.
How do you move from one?
Well,
Can't really maneuver them and
No, not really.
What if you want to take out one that's in the middle? How would you?
Basically, you'll put them in there as in the order they're going to leave.
So you're saying that within a time frame of 4 months, you can get
Approximately, yeah, like I
practically all
said.
this out except the locomotive?
Now, that's not hard fast for months, like I said, there's a number
No,
of
there's a
caveats.
lot of contingencies,
Yeah, I mean,
as we
depending
know
on-
how the weather is doing.
So what's left after 4 months? The
Excuse me?
locomotive, just the locomotive, the only, it's not on the tracks.
Right. Now, that area that you cleaned up on the pictures there,
Mhm.
that has been owned by the Castle Mountain Railroad for how long?
Yes, the first piece of property was bought in 1990, and I was up to that in 1958. And the second parcel was bought after that, but we've owned them for 2 years.
So everything that's going to go on these sidings is there now? Nothing coming in?
Correct. And there are only 14 pieces of full-size equipment, not 50, as was previously stated. And there are 10 pieces of, well, actually, if you count the wheel sets individually, and the tie parts, so there's 10, 11, 13, basically 14 pieces of maintenance away equipment, which Cliff, you saw what that looks like.
Yes.
And that will also, those sidings will also accommodate that equipment as well.
That was on the second page.
Yeah,
The first page, 664 feet of cars
correct.
and 162 feet of,
Maintenance away equipment. 826.
right.
And if you subtract the 407 by 45 feet, you have more than enough room to store everything on the 2 sidings.
But no more. That would fill up the
Yeah. We don't have to build anything more than we need.
And how difficult is it to move those cars off of the rails where they are right now, or off the rails that are on the county property?
Well, the county doesn't want us on our property, number one. Number two, you really have to have a staging area where, I mean, we couldn't do it there.
So this is all
We built a siding down
setting
there.
up a staging area to get rid of the cars.
Yes, we built a siding down at Andrews Lane, and that siding was designed for being able to load and unload, but it's county property. And they're not going to allow us to use that.
But are they allowing you to tie into?
Well, the first step is to see if we can get an approval for the sidings. There's no sense in us going to ask them for a switch in or to be able to break the tracks to move our equipment in until we in fact have an approval to build the sidings.
So any approval we would be able to be conditioned on that, slightly.
I would think it's a little irregular if the county's asking us to remove our equipment from the property, if they would deny that.
Now, this new operation, was that strictly a bid? It went out for
When the
bid?
lease expired, the 25-year lease with the CMRR between CMRR and Ulster County expired May 31st. The county put it out for bid, put the 2 sections out for bid on RFPs, request for proposals. We bid on both sections, and the county awarded us a permit for Kingston and awarded us a permit for the West End, which would expire October 31st, which it did. And as of 2017, Rail Explorers has to be permitted.
It was a bid, a money bid then.
No, it was not money, but it was a proposal, request for proposals. And kind of picked which one they wanted.
So it wasn't that they bid more.
Is that a railroad?
No, it's a pedal car operation. Basically, these pedal cars are being manufactured overseas, I believe in China, possibly Japan. And they have tandems, 2 people, and they have quads, which will accommodate 4 people. And basically, it's kind of like a paddle boat, except it's on rails. Not really a railroad, but
So the spur that's half on your land and half on the county is unusable by anybody?
at this point,
You won't let them use it, they won't.
And where would those paddle trucks or where would they originate?
the plan that you're asking me about, probably Warren knows more about this than I do.
They haven't formally proposed anything yet.
No?
I'm in contact with the museum about, because there's other aspects of it.
Okay.
So they're still formulating their actual, none of it's going to have to do anything to do
Oh, okay.
with Catskill Mountain. So
All right.
anything that goes on with the museum should be left to the museum.
Mhm.
They're building their cars and everything goes to the museum. Right now, we're just concerned with what Catskill Mountain wants to do.
Okay.
But now I see somewhere where it's being claimed that you are not a whatever.
Public transportation.
Public. Now, is this other operation, that's not a public transportation either?
Once again, you're asking me about a whole nother problem.
Well, I ask a lot of questions that maybe,
Yeah.
but how can they get a permit to operate it in that zone if they're
You have
not?
to talk to the county about that. The county
Pre-existing.
has. the county-
Pre-existing use.
The county has made their decisions based on what their intent of the use of this right of way is. So obviously they don't want a railroad around here, so.
Any other questions for Warren? Or for Harry?
We don't look that much alike.
Do you know if this line is accurate in relation to the siding?
Yes, it is. It's a recent survey. Yep.
Okay, so I put it for Harry, we want to sit down.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just said that.
That was good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm sorry, Harry, one more question.
Yep.
Before you get all the way down there.
Okay.
You've had this property for how long, did you say?
Actually,
Approximately.
He said since 1990.
if you, is it in your, let me look at my,
The 19th day of November, 1987. No, that was a good one, never mind. Catskill Mountain was...
Not a question for Warren, this is,
it was 1990, first of all.
Wait till we're done with Harry.
1990.
Wait till we're done with Harry, then we can ask Warren.
I And it was acquired by the CMRR in 1990.
Yeah, the first portion was, the second portion was after that. I can get you the dates. It's in previous applications, in the zoning apps
Yeah,
and all that information is supplied.
And was anything on this map already on there when you bought the property, or was this siding built later in that little strip of?
That siding was actually built